This is David Memmott of Lottodds. It is August 8th, 2016. Okay, I just won. Get ready for this. I'm saying get ready for this. I just won $6,750 today. I played Florida. And I played Connecticut Pick 4 in 3 separate games. And I won all 3. Okay, I used 5 dimes to make my bets for 25 cents, and for each win I made $2,250 for a total of $6,750. Okay, I'd like to see someone else do this without the ability of using lotto odds. This is the power of Lottodds. I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. Okay, so what I did was this. First of all, I utilized the Lottodds draw alert feature, okay, the emails that you get every day, okay, and basically these are not predictions, okay, these are basically telling you which charts did not produce a winner in so many days, and you can modify the days. For example, look, at Pick 4, what I did, I grabbed the straight ones, I just grabbed them like that, and I went over to the Lottodds, I went over to the prediction tool. I used the combined winners box. I chose the 4 prior numbers, plugged them in here, which mixed them up, spit them down at the bottom box. Then when I applied that, it's predicted a whole bunch of numbers. It was in the thousands. It was like 4,500 numbers. So what I did was I punched in, I used this filter, and I punched in all the chart numbers, and I applied, and it helped me reduce a lot of the numbers. And they reduced it only about 1,000. So what I went back to the lottery. Go back to the lottery website of Connecticut and Florida that I was playing. But to make it faster, what I did, I just rolled this menu up like this, and I looked at every line. And I started seeing, for example, here, you see these 4 numbers, the winners, past winners? Look at the middle. Look at the middle, actually, the 3rd number. See that even, 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 even? The chances of it coming out an odd next was very high. So I went ahead and I eliminated all the numbers that were coming out even, that had even on the 3rd number. So, and I kept playing like that and kept on eliminating odd, even numbers. And it was just reducing it lower and lower. Came up to 671 numbers. What I did was went to the numbers again, right, the menus, and I reduced it by 824, the number patterns in 0223. Look, I went here to the number patterns, and see, 8s, 2s, and 4s, and 3s, and 0s. So I reduced them by those 2 prior winning numbers as well. And it got me down from 4,500 to 671 numbers. And what I did, I could have continued reducing these, but I said, you know what? Let me just go ahead and throw the money at this. So I spent $167 on this. And now I'm not telling you to spend $167 to play Pick 4. Why I'm doing this to show you that this system works. You know, the winner was in here, and the patterns allow you to reduce the numbers as much as possible. You could reduce them under 100 numbers. You could reduce them down to 20 numbers, okay, if you're that good. If you're able to take out more of these odd even patterns by the strategy that you implement and by studying the numbers that come out, which you can do, it's extremely possible, I should say highly possible, okay, then you'll wind up spending less money, okay, just a few dollars. But I wound up just taking this $671. I had money to spare. I just threw in $167 at it, and I won. I won $2,250, and this was for Florida one time. And what I did was when I went on 5 dimes, unfortunately I clicked the purchase button twice, so I wound up buying the numbers 2 times, twice. So double. I made double purchases, but I wound up winning $4,500 because the winner wound up being here, and the winner was, let's see, Florida. Where's Florida? Let's go to Florida here. Florida Lottery. All right, let's go to pick 4. Florida Lottery, and there's the winner. It's 2175. Okay, see on 5 dimes, 2175. You see that twice. I won it twice there. And here in the group here, you had 2175 is in here. It's right there. You see that? 2175. Okay, now I did the same thing. I went to the draw alerts and did the same thing for Connecticut. I pulled up the Connecticut one. This was the Connecticut one. So I pulled up the Connecticut one. I did the same thing. I plugged it into the filter to help reduce the numbers. Oh, like 1,000 was reduced. And then I went and I looked at the past numbers. Let me go to the Connecticut. Here's the Connecticut. Yeah, we are in the Connecticut. Okay. So I looked at the past numbers and I started reducing them just like I showed you before. And I took out patterns. I took out the odd even patterns. I took out the number patterns. And guess what? The winner was in there also. So I paid another $167 for 616 numbers. Again, I'm not telling you to play with $167 because you could lose your money. This is gambling, okay? This is gambling. What I'm showing you here is just to prove to you that the system works. The winner was in there, and it's up to you to logically implement your strategy to use these patterns to reduce the numbers to an affordable amount. But anyway, I threw this money in here, and I won again. I won in Connecticut. I won in 52. The winner was, look, 52.74, right, today? Where is it? 52, here it is. August 8th. 52.74. Okay, and there it is, 52.74. And let's go to the chart down here. Let's look at 52.74. Where is it? 52.74. There it is, right in the group. He had the winner right there. And Lotto Odds constantly pulls the winners in the predicted numbers. It is up to you to be able to utilize the patterns, okay, and the filter feature with the draw alert to reduce those numbers down to an affordable amount, but not to eliminate the winner. And you could also go to the charts themselves. So this is chart 52, right? 52 was the winner, right? What I could do is I could delete all these charts, right? Watch. Delete all these charts, and then just plug in 52, apply, right? And look what happens, okay? Only charts 52 turns on, right? And then you could go to the charts themselves, and you could start researching. I'm not logged in. Be logged in. All right. So, all right, let's do this again. 52, chart 52, there you go. Okay, 52.74. All right, hit the invert. Look at that, 52.74. Remember, Lotto Odds highlights the areas on the chart where the winner will appear, and there it is, 52.74. Lotto Odds, remember, is a tool and a very powerful tool to help you win. And today, and the first time I used it after a couple of months because we were just building it, and this is the first time I've used it with the new upgrades, and I won $6,750. I won 3 pick 4 games in a row today. Let's see someone else do that. Good luck.